Alrighty. Back again, I see. Thank you for tuning in. Still trying to wake up. Excuse me. For I am Matt Powell, and this is the Word of Powell. Now, in case this is the first time tuning in with us, thank you and welcome. We talk about whatever the hell I want, and your opinion doesn't matter. No, I'm kidding. We talk about really just kind of things going on in the current world, and I try to put a fun spin on it, and then also we talk about just stuff that pisses me off, and it's fun. It's supposed to be light. I say it's 5-10 minutes, bits. I've been going for like 20-25. Today's really gonna be 5 to 10 minutes, and I can see my time today, so I can stay on track, and we can go from there. Okay, boys and girls. So let's talk about a couple things going on in this world. First thing with me, college finals is over. Semester's over. Oh my God, man, college is absolutely my kryptonite. A lot of guys I've talked to about it, and they're like, dude, I loved college, I hate work. Dude, I loved work and I hated college. That's why I didn't go when I first turned 18. I went to automotive school. And that was awesome. I thought it was cool. And I did that for a few years, then I did something else. Now I'm back doing the real deal. And it's fun. No, it's not actually. I hate it. I actually hate every second of it. Because you got to do all the basic prereqs and all those things in. You got to have a baseline of knowledge to go forward in the community, blah, blah, blah. Dude, don't y'all just wish that you could pay a certain extra fee, extra tuition, so you can just get the stuff that you need for your grad school or the programs you were trying to get into? Like, screw everything else. Like, you don't need intro to music. You don't need ethics. Okay? You want to hear the full final line for ethics? I said this the other day to a lady who has her PhD in ethics. She got pretty pissed at me. And I was like, you want to know how to do ethics? You know how very simple to keep ethics? I was like, I can do it in 6 words. This isn't Vietnam. We have rules. Okay? Now, I didn't copyright that. That's Big Lebowski, but I still thought it was pretty hilarious. Now, why can't you just pay just extra tuition and just say, screw the rest of this. I just need these courses, and I'll be out of your hair. It's very simple. You get your money either way, because college is all a scam. That's all it is. You know what I mean? And we're not going to go too far into that today, but that's what was on my mind. And, dude, it was the biggest kick in the junk I have ever done. Ever. And it was really hard. If you're getting out of the service and you're going back to school, or if you're going back to school, period, and you're watching this, just do not underestimate it. Utilize your teachers. And don't be afraid to ask questions. That was a huge mistake on my end. And just keep your mind open to learn. You're going to learn things you don't want to necessarily learn or have to use that brain power to do. Just stay calm, pump through it. We're going to be okay. So we're already at 3 minutes in. I got 7 minutes left. Let's talk about a couple things. First thing we want to talk about, bullying. Bullying is a huge thing out there. There's both sides of it, where it doesn't need to be done in schools. It doesn't need used in schools. And you're right. This shouldn't happen. However, there's bullies everywhere. There's verbal bullying. There's physical bullying. Rock stars have talked about it. Shit, I was a victim of bullying. But you know what I did when I was a victim of bullying? I kicked his ass. Okay? He finally picked enough, and I finally just beat his ass. And that was in elementary school, high school, stuff like that. So nothing ridiculous. But it brings on to a topic that the First Lady is going to be doing, the Mrs. Trump. She's to be the future First Lady come January, and that's going to be her target. How Michelle's was healthier America, which is awesome. Thank God for that. We need that. You know what I mean? Just putting more info out there and having more options and more choices and restaurants and grocery stores, and having that knowledge of what you need for yourself to have a better life. That's wonderful. She's going to tackle bullying. Now, here's a couple things, folks. I don't care where you stand. I think we can all agree on what I'm about to say. Okay? If you live a life that depends on the goodness of others for your safety, you're already a victim. Because you're depending on somebody else to make sure you're safe. That's a very, very wrong way to live. Okay? Now, I don't have all the answers to the world. I have to get out resources, and obviously I don't have all the freaking answers. But I do have some of a basic understanding how to defend myself. And I take pride in that. I'm very proud of that because if the shit did hit the fan, I can do something. You know what I mean? And that's what we need more of in this world. I'm not saying go out and get your concealed carry and just have it wherever you go. Make sure you have pepper spray no matter what you think, okay? But if you do feel that you want to do these things, also train in them, okay? Don't just get your concealed carry and then tuck it in your purse and don't touch it unless that situation comes up. No, you need to exercise that. You need to train. You need to make sure you're comfortable with your weapon and your tactics and how you're going to do things, okay? Now, when it comes to the child side of it, for kids and bullying in school, if your child is coming home and saying, this kid's bullying me, he needs to kick his ass, okay? He needs to stand up for himself or herself, and of course bring it to the teacher and do things like that. But learn to defend yourself. You need to take care of these things because that kid is not going to care. He's gonna pick on your kid because he's a coward. By the way, if you're a fucking bully, or if you're in someone's home and you're hitting your spouse and you're picking on people, you're a sorry son of a bitch, and I'll admit it. I don't like to swear on here. I don't like to do that, but you're a fucking coward. Okay? You want to fight? Find somebody who actually trains to fight, who does things like that. All right? Then you can figure out who you really are. How about that? Bunch of bitches. And if you're just if you hit your spouse, just don't follow me. Okay? Just go away. Stay out of my friggin' life. Stay out of my business. Stay off of this. You're the type of people I don't want to be around. All right? And I try to be cool with everybody. But if you're a sorry son of a bitch who's hitting their spouse, just go find your help. Go get out of their life. Go unfuck yourself. And then maybe you can come back to this world. Be a good member of society. Okay? That's sorry. You're freaking sorry. Now, I want to tune on that because that's also a sign of bullying. One side of things that people don't hear about is in a home with females attacking males. That's something you just don't think about. And it also doesn't come up at the dinner table. Hey son, what are you going to do when a woman hits you? You know what I mean? That's something you don't speak on. And it's also very awkward to speak on both sides of it. I don't have an answer to that. I do have an answer though. There are many, many organizations that speak on this and fight on this. And I want to bring the NFL into the limelight. You're like, how is he piecing the NFL into this? There's a player called Jason Witten. Now, he is one of several over the league that do this. But Jason Witten is a Dallas Cowboy tight end. Go Cowboys, by the way. I know you lost this other weekend. That's okay, man. Keep fighting. Keep digging in. I'm proud of you boys. Jason Witten is a Dallas Cowboy tight end. He is a victim of domestic abuse in his home when he was younger. He was beat. His mother was beat. He has now fought that, and he has created a foundation for people to fight domestic violence. Okay? So look him up. Dallas Cowboy, Jason Witten, Domestic Violence Foundation. It's to stop this. It's to stop this. And so that's what's going on with that. A great way to beat that is don't have an idea of how to defend yourself and how to take care of yourself. The other night, this is weird. The other night, we're actually in a gas station. I was with my buddy, and we stepped out, and he looked at me and said, "Hey man, go put this stuff in the car. I'll be back in just a minute." And I was like, all right. Well, I went back in, and then I stood outside, and something just didn't feel right. And he looked like he had something on his mind. And man, I just stood out there. I just hung there. I was kind of just there. Next thing you know, another guy comes out of the gas station, and then 3 cars simultaneously pull off, and they're peeling out, and they're just gone. And I look in the register. Check at the register was kind of shaking up, and I was like, "What's going on, man?" And he finally came out, and he's like, "All right, let's get in the car." And I was like, It's like, did I miss something? He goes, "Yeah, dude, they were gonna rob that place." And I was like, "Oh." I had no clue, so I helped stop a robbery without knowing what I was doing. I didn't even know what was going on. There you go. That goes back to right there. Just, man, I have an idea how to help people. I didn't in that situation. I had no clue. But there's a show of presence, and he can understand the situation. He could read the room. So he knew what was going on. That's a little just small tidbit thing. What we're going back to is, the end of the video today is stand up for yourself by learning techniques and tactics to help defend yourself in a bad situation. Okay? Do not wait on the kindness of others for your well-being. Yes, cops are there, and they're great people. A lot of them are put in bad limelight, or put in a bad light. I think Limelight is a Rush song. Okay? I don't know. Anyways. But it depends on you, because by the time you call the cops, you could be dead. So having that something to know, and then also just that show of force. If you look like you know what you're doing, that might just be enough, because they're cowards. And if you look scary and you look like you could hurt them back, they're not going to fight most of the time. It's off that off chance, that one time when they stand and they go for the fight, that's when it's going to be a little more trouble. That's my 2 cents. That's my unprofessional, just opinionated opinion, man. Yep. It's going to be a short one today. I'm going to try to do a custom one. Not custom one. Dude, I can't think. My brain is still fried from freaking college, okay? And good luck to all of you who are in college. May you get all A's. I pray you do. I hope you do. You know, if you put in the time, I hope you did it. Yeah, we're going to try to do a special one this week with a mentor of mine who was a great man to me. He was a teacher, he's a former Marine, he's a combat veteran, and he's also a disabled veteran now. And we're going to see if we can get him on the tube, let him chime in on some things, and we'll just have some fun with stuff and bring a little giggle to your life. Like that commercial says, bring a little love to your heart. There you go. His name is Heart, too. Ha! I just thought about that. That's awesome. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Remember, don't be a victim. Train yourself to where you won't be one. Don't depend on the... there you go. Do not depend on the opportunity of others, like these firefighters and the police officers driving by right now. They're going that way, actually. For your safety, and if you are a victim of this, look up in your state for domestic abuse, where you can go to be homes and be safe. Also, Jason Witten, the tight end from the Dallas Cowboys, has an organization as well. If you're not a victim, but if you would like to support one, this is a great cause. That's what my Christmas gifts are going to be going to. More people in more need of these things. Yes, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy. Please leave a comment on AtlantisBlueStar.com. This is through YouTube, but we have a website, AtlantisBlueStar.com. And we hope to see you next time. I hope this made sense to you guys who did on the whim. And please enjoy your holiday season, whatever religion you are. Please be safe. That's the end of the day. At the end of the day, just be safe, okay? No matter what you do during this holiday season, because it is the holiday season, it's the Christmas Cup, please just take in consideration of others, and also when you're on the road, consideration of others. And we'll do a bit about that driving at a different time. Please be safe. Thank y'all. We love y'all. I am Matt Powell, and this is The Word of Powell.